First reservation right there. You see that? It's like 10. It's not, I'm using that example, but if you think about it, somebody said, how do I do this? It sends me in the wrong direction. If I pick up that reservation, it's supposed to send me in that direction of that reservation. Uber does not always do that. It's an app. It's a software. It has glitches. It's not always accurate. That's why you can't always rely on it. But if you have a reservation, obviously that was not worth doing it. But if you have a reservation that's worth it, and you just pick it up all of a sudden and you're giving rides, most likely those rides aren't going to go towards that. So you might have to stop and try to stay in that area. That's why you only pick rides that make sense. If you just keep accepting every ride because you're trying to keep 85% acceptance rate, then it's definitely going to, not at least a few times out of some, going to send you in the opposite direction, because it says, well, you can take this person there and you got 30 minutes to get back, but there might be traffic, whatever. Even 30 minutes might not even make sense to even take that reservation. You know how many times I picked up a decent reservation, wasn't from the airport, and I had to cancel because it sent me in the opposite direction. It wasn't worth me driving all the way back there to pick them up. I would have liked to have done that reservation. If I would have stayed in that area, it would have been a great ride. But if it sends me in the opposite direction on a ride that I'm on, why am I going to drive all the way back there? That make no sense. So I cancel it. That's going to happen. I'm doing this because somebody said something about it. I usually deal with airport reservations. Most other reservations just aren't worth it. And even with that, I have to be mindful of where I'm at, where I'm going, and then make sure I'm there ahead of time. I double check on another app to make sure that flight's on time. I've had to cancel good ones because of the fact that it glitched or whatever, and it had me there like 2 hours early. The plane hadn't even left the other airport yet. So you have to double check that. Other reservations, I don't really take them because it's going to send you in different directions. Once it gives it to you, your ride might take you somewhere. It's not going to stop that ride because, oh, you took that reservation. No. So you're going to go way out your way for that reservation. It's not always worth it. So I don't say every reservation is worth it, but reservations are worth it. They usually do pay more, but I only usually deal with the ones from the airport. All the other ones, I usually just decline. They're not worth it. So to do the reservations, you have to be mindful of where it's taking you, where it's at. Sometimes you're probably just going to have to cancel regardless how good it was. That's just how it is. But then sometimes that's why I deal with the airport. I know where it's at. I know where I got to go to. I know that their flight could be early or late, so it could change. When you're dealing with a reservation that's not with the airport, it's going to be at that time exactly unless they cancel. So that's why I usually don't deal with those, because of the fact that I might not want to stay in that area. Usually they're not worth it, so I don't even deal with them. So when you see I talk about reservations, I'm usually talking about airport, and even sometimes you still got to cancel. They're just not always worth it. So that's why I was trying to explain to you guys.